Improv Mafia's spooky show. My name is Julia.
Ian.
Zoe.
Grace.
And we are the Improv Mafia. So thank you for joining us tonight. Throughout tonight's show, we will be coming to you as the audience for suggestions in order to help our scenes and influence our thinking. So let's do a practice round of getting suggestions. If you want to open up your chat, feel free to drop in your favorite thing about fall. Nice. Beautiful. I love seeing all these suggestions. This is exactly the type of things that we will be coming to you for throughout the show. I think my favorite thing about fall is corn mazes. So without further ado, let's go on to our first opener.
All right, everyone. Can you hear my log? No? Okay. I'll translate. Okay. All right. Could everyone type in the chat their favorite object that they like to bring out for the fall season? Mine would be a log, but you can't use that. Excellent. Okay, we're gonna go with sweater. I like my men or women like I like my sweater.
I like my men and women how I like my sweaters, knitted by my grandmother.
I like my men like I like my sweaters. They stay away for the majority of the year, and then once cuffing season comes, I pull them out.
I like my men or women like I like my sweaters, oversized.
I like my men and women like I like my sweaters, printed or tattooed with varying antlered creatures.
I like my men and women how I like my sweaters, ugly.
I like my men like I like my sweaters, knitted with care.
I like my men or women like I like my sweaters, 100% cotton.
I like my men and women like I like my sweaters, covered in hair. Hot.
Hot spot.
Alrighty, everybody. For this next opener, I'm going to need a suggestion of an object. You can drop it in the chat, maybe something that you would find at a hardware store. All right, I see weed whacker. Let's go with that. This next opener we have for you in true spooky form is called Death Lines, featuring Weed Whacker.
And just like the dandelion, I've eradicated you. Dun, dun, dun.
Sorry about that. Looks like you'll go away with True Stays Trash.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, just like my dad taught me.
Dun, dun, dun.
Parts small enough to fit inside a little brown bag.
Dun, dun, dun. Now it's actually an 8.5-inch blade. Dun, dun, dun.
Hot spot. All right, everybody, for our final opener, can I please have an activity that you like to do with your family over a long break? I see jumping in leaves. Sex with me is like jumping in leaves.
Sex with me is like jumping in leaves. Of course, there's about an hour's worth of work to do to prep, but that one spectacular moment is worth it all.
Sex with me is like jumping in leaves. The neighbors pay me to do it.
Sex with me is like jumping in leaves. When you're younger, you had this great vision and great experience of what it was like, but then the more you did it, the more you were like, okay.
Sex with me is like jumping in leaves. You can go inside and try to brush it off and forget about it, but there will be little things that remind you about it for days to come.
Sex with me is like jumping in a pile of leaves. If you want to expedite the process, you should invest in a proper blower. Hot spot.
Hotspot. Ah, I didn't see you there. Well, now that you're here, welcome to our spooky form. What I'm gonna need from you guys is in the chat. Could you please type an object that you like to take with you to your grandma's house? Ooh, I saw a stuffed bear. Let's get this stuffed bear spooky form started with a countdown of 3, 2, 1.
Spooky, 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 spooky.
Oh, hey there, Jimmy.
Well, hey, Susan. I tend to have this lunch table to myself, so please state your business.
I'm sorry, I was just so interested in your sewing over here. You're really talented.
Well, thank you, Susan. I've been practicing.
I can tell. That's a real nice cross stitch.
You sew?
No, I've been looking up some terminology to impress you a little bit.
Now, Susan, why would you go into a thing like that?
You know, you're so cool, and like you're always sitting at this table by yourself, so elusive. I wanted to know a bit more.
Well, what do you want to know? I have to maintain a certain level of ambiance.
Of course, Jimmy, I wouldn't want to intrude in any way. It's just, maybe we could talk, get a little bit to know more each day, like your favorite color.
Well, that's simple. It's a very specific shade of red. It's called chartreuse.
Wow,
Yes.
that is very specific.
I suppose it's customary for me to then ask you the same question or similar.
Yes.
Well, fine. What do you like?
Color-wise,
I suppose.
I like a nice mustard yellow.
Why would you like a custard yellow?
Why would you like a chartreuse? I'm not judging you based on your color preferences.
Okay, Susan, sorry. I've never had anyone speak to me like that. So I'm just a little bit miffed, I suppose.
That's okay. Are you making that bear for anyone or just for fun?
Well, it is just a hobby at the moment, but it is more about the skills that I'm learning.
Jimmy, I would like to see the progress on your teddy bear.
Well, fine. I I suppose that after a long day's work, you should evaluate your progress. Here you are, Father.
Thank you, son.
I did the best I could, but I also met a friend today.
A friend.
That's what I said. Her name is Susan, and she enjoys the mustard yellow. I keep trying to say color when I want to say mustard. Can I have my bear?
This is not up to par. Not as I trained you.
Dad. I'm so sorry. I meant to do it better. I was just distracted by this girl who.
This is why we sit alone. This is why we don't go on vacations. This is why we must focus.
But Dad, it was an enchanting conversation. I learned so much. I thought the world was bleak and dark, but maybe there's light.
Son, the world is bleak and dark, which is why you must prep your teddy bears.
Donnie, sweetie, I think the neighbors are starting to get a little bit too curious.
It's that son of ours. He's become far too social.
He should know by now that the family has to remain quiet.
Carol, do you think it has gone over my head that we have responsibilities?
Donnie, I don't think anything's going over your head. I'm just wondering what exactly can we do to stop people who keep poking their noses into our business?
Perhaps we use their noses wisely. Mm-hmm.
Perhaps we can. After all, it's just so many of the neighbors are now talking about us during their weekly tea session on their neighborhood Facebook chat. And I think we should give them something else to talk about.
You see, our son, he's growing well in his stitching.
Oh.
Soon all of the teddy bears will be done.
Oh, Donnie, that just makes me so happy to hear. I think...
Jimmy's mom, I'm really glad that you invited me out for a coffee, although I think it's a bit strange. I do appreciate it, though.
Susan, I'm so glad you were able to make it. It seems like there are often miscommunications that happen between our family and those people who we care about. And we care about you. We want to make sure that you feel welcome.
Wow, that's really nice. I mean, I've only really spoken to Jimmy once. I didn't think his whole family would be involved.
And just like that, one time is certainly enough to make your mark.
Wow. So Jimmy's talked about me a lot?
Well, sure he has. In fact, I would say you're proving to be a little bit of a distraction.
I'm sorry if I didn't mean to distract him.
We don't always mean for things to happen, and yet sometimes they do, my love.
I guess, but I mean, it can't be too bad. Jimmy doesn't really have any friends, so maybe a little distraction is good.
Oh, Jimmy certainly is a lonely fellow sometimes, but that's just who our family is. We do prefer keeping to ourselves.
Yeah, I don't think what a family does has to influence the child that much, though.
Oh, so you've met Jimmy once and now you want to tell his own mother how to parent him.
Not at all. Not at all. I just maybe parents don't always know what's best. I'm here to reach out from a pair of eyes that isn't always around.
Right, from a pair of eyes who hasn't seen everything there is to see, from a pair of eyes who doesn't know what Jimmy is, or who Jimmy is, or what he's capable of.
Spooky, 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 spooky.
My boy, it is time for you to learn the backstitch.
Fine.
You seem less than enthused.
Well, yes, I want to go outside.
Outside? Why would anyone ever want to go outside?
Well, Father, I just feel like there's so much of the world I haven't seen.
We are a family that goes from the home to the car to whatever event or place we are going. We do not linger in between.
Doesn't seem right.
You are becoming far too much of a social butterfly.
What's so wrong with that?
Well, in my day, my father would say that being a social butterfly will put you in the grave. But I'm not my father. And yet this statement still stands. Being a social butterfly will put you in the grave. You seem distracted. What are you doing?
I'm exploring.
Exploring? What I want you to explore is the backstitch. We must complete at least 10 bears by this evening.
No.
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 That is not a word you are allowed to use.
Why not?
Well, you may, as a result, you must now complete 20 bears by this evening. 20!
No.
You infuriate me. You boy have no understanding of the powers at work here.
I'm actually going, I'm going to meet with Susan later.
Susan?
Yes.
You've mentioned that name at least 5 times.
Yes.
I find that disheartening.
Oh, why?
Well, you have to focus on your work. 20 bears. Ooh, son! We are only 3/4 of the town's population of bears made, and we need the full population.
No. No, I don't think I will.
You want this?
Sorry.
Ooh. You. Ooh.
I have to be going. I'm sure Susan's waiting for me.
I'm going to tell your mother.
That's fine.
Well, not in a good way. I'm saying in a bad, foul way.
How did you and Mum meet?
We met through our parents. Our parents were in a very You could call it a tight-knit group. Hmm? And you could say from birth we were destined. Oh, look me in the eyes when I'm talking to you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just trying to pass the time until I could go meet with Susan.
Spooky.
Spooky, 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 spooky.
Can I have that teddy bear, please?
This teddy bear.
Sure.
I'm not sure if I'm actually supposed to hand these out or not.
Why, I don't see why not. I want it. Do you want it?
You can have it.
Thanks. You made this.
No, I didn't. A friend of mine did.
I think I like it very much. And you gave it to me, so that means we're friends now.
I guess so.
Hmm.
I'm Susan.
Hi, I'm Janie. I like to make new friends, although my mom says I need to stop asking strangers things while I'm on the sidewalk. But you seem so nice, and you had a teddy bear.
I mean, I think teddy bears are meant to be loved, so I'm glad that it's going home with you.
That's so nice of you. I feel like...
Oh, hello. Who is this?
This is Janie. I just met her.
Ah, hello.
I don't think he's as nice as you are.
Jimmy is so nice. He made the teddy bear.
You made this?
Well, I did.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. I'm quite proud of it. Oh, thank you too. Did you see that?
I did.
I just got.
There's just so many nice people out today.
Is that what it's really like out here?
Well, sure it is.
I wonder what they gave me.
I'm sure it can't be as good as the teddy bear I got.
I don't know about that. Oh, sorry. I mean, I hope you enjoy it. Your gift. I didn't mean to be rude.
That's okay. I think you and I can be friends too, if you want.
Can we try again?
Sure we can. I'm Janie.
Oh, I'm Jimmy, but I don't think I want to be called that anymore. Call me boy.
Okay, you're kind of funny, boy.
Thanks, Janie. Susan, when should I pick you up tonight?
I'm free now.
Oh yeah. Janie, you please excuse me. I wanted to maybe spend some time with Susan alone.
I suppose me and my teddy bear can talk to you guys some other day.
Please enjoy talking to that teddy bear. Oh, Susan, this world is crazy.
Yes.
And I don't know how I feel, but I've got these sharp knives just poking into my stomach from all sides, and my lungs feel like they're full and heavy, and my chest feels tight.
Well, I think that's butterflies.
Butterflies are doing this to me?
Not actual butterflies.
Not actual butterflies are doing this to me?
Yes.
Mm.
And the world is a lot bigger than just our town here.
Huh?
Well, there's so many towns all across the country.
country,
And world,
world.
even universe.
Huh?
Not sure yet.
Oh my goodness. You know, there was a globe in my father's study, but it it just had locations of the local shops in town.
I guess it could be helpful if you don't know your way around the town you've lived in your whole life. But
Well, I've really only lived in my house my whole life.
well, now you're out of your house.
I am. I that's what I was going to tell you, Susan. I told my father no.
No.
Yes. I mean no.
So are you leaving?
Well, I guess I don't know.
I hope your dad's not too mad.
He's
I-
he was pretty mad.
I
I
talked
guess I
to
should
your
go back
mom.
home.
I mean, I think it's a great thing, but I will say your mom kind of scared me the other day, and if it's hard for you to say no just to your parents, that I don't trust them.
Well, they're you know, they're just like anyone else's mom and dad. They have yearly rituals in which they splay the blood of a young person on the mantle for another year of prosperous beginnings. You know, they invite the friends to a video conference every couple of months to discuss proceedings, and they keep the Jimmy inside, all locked away in a cage. They keep their Jimmy in a nuzzle.
Boy, my parents don't do that. That actually sounds extremely illegal or something, unless the person being blood splattered wanted it to happen, but something tells me that's not true. This seems like a not healthy place you should be.
I don't know what to do, Susan.
Could I mean, I
Everything's
don't want to suggest that we kill your parents.
You want to what?
I don't want to kill your parents, but if you think it's necessary to be killing your parents, I would not stop you.
It sounds like you want to kill my parents.
It sounds like your parents want to kill other people, and therefore we're saving lives by killing lives.
Susan, I met you yesterday, and you want to kill my parents.
I mean, yes, but what is time? Time has nothing to do with how well one knows someone.
I suppose. Well, then, I assume because you want to kill my parents, you know how?
Spooky,
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 spooky. Hey,
Donnie,
that boy, he's gone missing, and he took a bear with him.
this is the third time he's been acting out in the past week. I'm wondering if it's time to do a little bit of reprogramming.
It's that Susan. Susan, she is toying with the boy.
I met with her for lunch. She truly is a despicable being.
What say you? We, do our yearly event a little sooner.
I think that is the best plan of action for everybody involved. Except for poor Susan.
Oh, Susan would definitely not enjoy this event.
We mustn't tell Jimmy, who, of course, we're selecting. I'm sure he would be upset.
Oh, the boy will get over it.
That's
just as I got over it.
That's true. You guys didn't even know what love was.
Oh.
Donnie, don't tell me you miss her.
Sometimes on my brief walk from the front door to the car, I do think of Michelle. But only briefly. And then a great pride swells in my gut. For I did not let her get in the way. No.
You should have agreed with your parents. You did at the time that it was the best plan of action to take Michelle out of the picture. She was getting too curious, too close.
But she was so smart and sweet and so young. But no. I do not think of her. No.
Donnie, am I not sweet and smart and young?
Oh, do not play this game with me, woman.
You're the one who started playing it. I'm just returning the serve.
I think you're beautiful. I don't understand people.
I know, Donnie.
No. We must protect the boy.
We must. He doesn't even know what's good for him at this moment. If they found out what he can do with those bears, then they would probably take him to some government lab and poke prods in him, and what we're doing to protect him.
The men in our families must stick to their bear duties. There are far too many people in this world, and it is our duty to keep the number as it should be.
Precisely. In fact, I just got record on the most recent bear. I had intended for Susan to have it, but instead it took out another subject, a little Janie.
Yes, I saw it in the paper. Yes, little girl found bear, hit by car. Yes, I recall that in the newspaper.
Yes, too bad there was a little bit of, misdirection there, but Susan will provide nicely for our ritual, so I suppose all's well that ends well.
Yes. The bears must continue to be made, continue to be passed out, and Susan must be... murdered. Yes, I will kill her with my own bare hands, yes.
Fantastic, Donnie. I wish everybody could see things the way our family does. What we're doing is just a public service.
Carol, you are kind and very much intelligent, yes.
And young.
Oh, and so you haven't aged. Oh, never. No.
And better than Michelle.
Oh,
Spooky. Mother. How did you know I was outside?
I heard you coming.
Okay. I just wanted to let you know I wouldn't be coming to the ceremony, and that I'm never making another bear again, and that I'm moving out.
Do you have any idea how much this is hurting me? To hear these words coming from
you? No, I do not. I struggle
Jimmy,
to empathize.
Here's what I think. I think you're running away because we didn't accept Susan. So how about I propose this? You and Susan both come to the ceremony. It will be a good way for all of us to meet each other.
But Susan told me that you made her feel uncomfortable, and I don't want that for Susan.
Everybody has their bad first interactions. I'm not great with first impressions. She didn't leave a great one either, but that's why it's about hard work. What?
What did she do? You said she didn't leave a good first impression. She's perfect. How could she have not left a good impression?
Jimmy, you're my son. Don't you know I want the best for you? And she was fine, but she wasn't. I don't know.
She wasn't what?
I just don't know if she's capable of becoming a Jensen.
I've been thinking about that as well, and I think I would be taking her name.
What?
I think I'm going to ask her to marry me, and I would ask her on the condition that we use her last name, which I think would be for the best.
Marry her if you must, as long as you promise me to bring her to our ceremony.
Mother, I don't want to promise that. I want to make decisions with Susan. I think she should be a part of what we want to do for the rest of our life together.
And you don't think it's important to keep in touch with your family who raised you and gave you everything that you have and made you into the person you are?
I don't know. It's a little silly hearing you say that, Mother. I hardly feel like a person, but Susan makes me feel like a real person, like a like a like a real person, someone who matters.
You're young, you're confused, you are overwhelmed by emotion.
Why would you tell me that, Mother?
Because there's a difference between infatuation and love, and you're falling head over heels for this girl you just met. How is
Yes.
there any guarantee that she's going to be with you in a year?
I guess I don't know.
You want to take a blind leap of faith, that's fine, but don't turn your back on the only people who are here for you.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'll invite her to the ceremony.
That's all I wanted.
Spooky, spooky,
Spooky,
spooky.
spooky, 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 spooky.
Spooky, spooky.
So, Susan, this is the row of televisions we use for the video conference, and that's basically all we use this room for. I was hoping that I could show you my room, but I think not. I think better not to. It's drab and sad and not fun to look at.
I think there's something I need to talk to you about. Do you remember that little girl who we saw the other day and I gave her one of the teddy bears?
Janie. Yes.
Yes. She's dead.
She's what?
She's dead. And I think that your parents had something to do with it.
Well, that's awful. It's truly awful. How could they do that?
That's
Why
what
would
I
they
want
do
to
that?
know. I gave her one of your teddy bears and then she ended up dead.
Oh no. Oh no. Susan, I don't think we have much time, but I think you should get out of here. And it'd
But what
probably
about
be
your
best if
parents?
we never saw each other ever again. And then
What?
Here?
get out of here, Susan, please.
I want to meet the girl.
Please, please, please.
I
Exciting!
can't leave.
I love you forever.
I love you too, boy.
I love you, Susan.
Oh, sweet. I'm so excited to meet her. Where's the girl? Yes.
I just heard her, I swear.
I was doing her voice. I swear it.
Oh, you do it again. I want to hear it. Go.
I
Oh.
love you, Jimmy.
That was awful.
I don't know. It was kind of convincing. I feel as though I might have been No, you're right. It was wrong. No.
Well, point is she's not here.
Oh, but she will have to come back. I stole her car keys. Mm.
Donnie, oh, look at you thinking ahead. Ah, that's why I met
Love it. I knew you'd love it. I stole her car keys.
you.
Did you have anything to do with that poor little girl, Janie?
Oh, we didn't. No, but you did. Mm.
I did.
You did.
And I suppose Susan did too, huh?
Well, no. But how? Huh?
It's time you learned why we make our teddy bears.
You tell it to me in 10 words or less, and then I'm walking out of here with those car keys.
You know how difficult it is. Oh, you know how difficult. Oh, stop counting my words. Oh, you stop it. No, you are a loathsome boy. I hate you. Oh.
Give them to me, Father.
The thing is, whether or not Susan is here, we need blood to put on our mantle. Isn't that right, Donnie?
Well, yes, but I don't know where you're going with this. I will be honest. I'm uncertain.
Well, it's not going to be me. It's not going to be you.
Oh, thank goodness.
Here, you can't kill boy.
Susan.
She came back for her car keys. My plan worked. Carol, are you proud of me?
Give me those.
I'm proud.
I want them.
I didn't come for the car keys.
Susan, what are you doing here?
Your parents are gonna kill you. I can't just let that happen.
You were going to kill me?
What? Perhaps.
We weren't set. Now we don't have.
We were in discussion about it.
In discussion.
Anything could have happened.
Well, Susan,
You might want to stand back.
Oh, is it? No, it's not.
No.
He's going to backstitch.
Dead. You're dead.
Oh.
It was nice to meet you, Mr. Jensen.
Susan, I didn't want to. You deserve to be with a person, a real person.
You're person enough for me.
Really?
Yes, boy.
I've decided I want to change my name one last time.
Okay.
I want you to call me Man.
Okay, man.
Game!
Well, that was our show. Thank you all for coming. We have shows every Tuesday night. That's right. That means next Tuesday night we will have another show. And we hope you all have a very happy Halloween. And I hope you all have also followed us on our social media. We are on TikTok. No, we're not. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. And we are on Instagram. So please look us up and like it and follow.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good one. Farewell.
Okay.
Goodbye. Goodbye.